Well, it's time for me to do my opinion on WWDC and what I think. I think it's one of the best WWDCs we've had in a long time. Of course, I say that every year. I think the Snow Leopard speaks for itself, the videos. They went over it pretty well, and I think it's going to be an amazing operating system. And it's going to be another banner year for Apple, especially considering if you're a Mac owner or Leopard owner, you get Snow Leopard for 30 bucks. I mean, even with the economy the way it is, it seems like Apple understands this, so they're going to help people out. I mean, Windows will answer with something. They always do. He touched on Windows being the same old Windows with the DLLs and the registry and all that, and it's true. Windows needs to do something. There's a big change coming if they can't figure out. I mean, I'm really impressed with what they've done with that technology. That technology is so old and archaic that I'm really impressed with what they've pulled off with it. But it's time to move on. They're gonna have to do something, and I'm not here to say I know what, but OS X just keeps pulling away from Windows, and it's getting worse and worse with every OS release when it comes to Apple's part. It's going to be super fast. We're going to be truly 64-bit now, even the older 2006, as long as you're, especially if you're an Intel. Everything's going to be shrunk down. He said we're going to get 6 gigs of space. Everything's going to be faster because it's going to be true 64-bit, and it's written to take advantage of multi-cores and Grand Central and OpenCL, and you know, they're just, Microsoft has got that damn DirectX and all that. And I'm telling you, with a Mac Pro or iMac with the 4850 or 4870, that's 75% of all gaming rigs out there. Not very many gamers have SLI or Crossfire. Most of them just have 4870 or 8800 or something like that. And the Mac and iMacs have those now. So there's no excuse to say you can't play games on a Mac. Just get a Mac and run Boot Camp, and you'll run a game just as well as any PC gamer out there. PCs are getting less and less needed. I guess there's so many proprietary software and applications written for them as far as military and medical and stuff goes, that they're going to be around for a long time. But I think the home market is pulling away from them. And these videos show why right here. The iPhone is in a class all by itself. The iPod Touch, the gaming on those things are just amazing, and they've really took off. It's taken off more and more and more. This 3.0 release is really amazing. It's got all kinds of good stuff, and you get the App Store, and you got all kinds of good, really good apps. People's really finally understanding and getting the flow and learning how to develop for the Mac and learn how to do this and that, and it's just gonna. Things are really rolling along. The new Mac Pros. The MacBook Pros are awesome. I love what they've done with the SD card slot, which, you know, that's been around for a while, but I'm glad Apple finally embraced that. So long FireWire 400, hello FireWire 800. It's time to leave the slow and go to the fast, like Apple always does. So now if you own a MacBook Pro, you're going to use FireWire 800 or USB. So you're going to be in better shape. The MacBook Pro 13-inch, I think that's a wonderful idea, how they've made 13-inch aluminum Mac Pro, or the MacBook, the 13-inch aluminum MacBook, they've turned it into a MacBook Pro. I think that's where it belongs, and people for the longest time have wanted a small pro-grade machine, and now they got it. They didn't touch on the regular MacBook. I think it's a little expensive considering you can get a MacBook Pro for $200 more. I don't understand how they expect people to give them $9.99 for that unless you're a student and you like the white and the color and all that good stuff. All in all, awesome. Another wonderful keynote, another wonderful year to look forward to things. I've been reading that Steve Jobs is on schedule to return at the end of the month, and they're trying, rumor has it, they're trying to correlate his return with a product release, but I really don't see that happening. I think him not being at WWDC was just trying to prove to the investors and the board members and the stockholders that Apple will continue on without Steve, even with the big releases. I think that's the main reason he was absent during this WWDC, to prove to everybody that, hey, Apple is Apple and it's going to go on without me. And I think they're kind of proving that to the shareholders and stockholders, and board members and stuff, because the stock has continued to rise since he's been gone and stuff. So things are looking good on that front. Things are looking good on all fronts. Apple's doing a bust nut job, and they're putting it all over Windows, and Windows better do something, because they're beginning just to be a forethought unless you're a gamer. So great WWDC, guys. Let's hear your thoughts. OS 10.